Healthcare isn't the only cost that we're not keeping up with. Americans who work hard their entire lives have earned a secure retirement. But right now, we've got 75 million working people in this country who don't have employer-based retirement plans. Personal savings is at an all-time low. A part of the American dream is at risk. That's why I'll establish an automatic workplace pension policy. Employers will be required to enroll workers in a direct deposit retirement account that places a small percentage of each paycheck into the account. Now, workers will have the option, the choice of opting out, but they can also match to that account or add to this account. And when you change jobs, your savings will roll over into your new employer system or into a system that you control if you leave the workplace or become self-employed. And the federal government will match savings for working families. That's going to dramatically increase the number of Americans who save for retirement and lift up the amount of savings in this country. That's the change we need to help Americans achieve the retirement they have been working so hard to achieve. We can make that happen. But we need to do more than put the American dream on a firmer foundation. Every American has the right to pursue their dreams, but we also have the responsibility to make sure that our children can reach a little further and rise a little higher than we did. When I'm president, we will stop passing bills called No Child Left Behind that leave the money behind. We'll start making real investments in education. That means early childhood education to close the achievement gap. That means recruiting an army of new teachers and paying them better and supporting them more so that they're not just teaching to the test, but teaching to teach. It also means putting a college education within reach of every American. That's the best investment we can make in our future. And that's why I'll create a new fully refundable tax credit worth $4,000 for tuition and fees every year, which will cover 2/3 of the tuition at the average public college or university. I'll simplify the financial aid application process so that we don't have a million students who are applying for aid because it's too difficult. I'll start by eliminating the current student aid form altogether. We'll use tax data instead. And I'll tap the tremendous resources of community colleges, which educate half the undergraduates in this country, by creating a new community college partnership program. We'll help schools determine what skills and technical education are needed to help local industry. We will expand new degrees for emerging fields. We'll reward schools that graduate more students and place those students in jobs that pay a living wage. That's the change we need so that our young people can get off to a good start and ultimately achieve their American dreams. These are the things we have to do to reclaim the American dream. And we know it won't be easy. And we hear from the can't do, won't even try crowd in Washington, the special interests and their lobbyists, the conventional thinking that says this country is just too divided to make progress. Well, I am not running for president to conform to that kind of conventional thinking. I'm running to challenge it. That's the reason I'm running for president. There's too much at stake right now in this election. There's too much at stake for the family that can't get ahead. There's too much at stake for the elderly worker who faces a retirement filled with worry. There's too much at stake for that child who doesn't believe America has a place for her dreams. To stand up for these Americans, I don't want to settle for anything less than real change, fundamental change, change